everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Laura. I am a 28-year-old single mother, and I suffer from chronic health conditions, and I love makeup, so forth and so on. You can see it in my description, but I don't mind saying it every time. This is going to be part 4 to my anxiety series. Now, I have been posting daily for the past week, I think. I'm not sure, but this should show you how dedicated I am. It is almost 10:30 at night, and I've had so many questions about this topic that I'm about to discuss, and I'm tired. I got home from work and drove all the way up here, got here at like 9 something. So I just want you guys to know how dedicated I am, and I won't let you guys down when it comes to videos and whatever content you want to see. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share my channel, because I will be posting almost every day, and I've been posting every day. Today's topic is anxiety and relationships, and how hard they can be, or how easy they could be. Who knows? But this is my personal experience. So if you have anxiety and you are in a relationship and you have a supportive partner and they know how to help you, that is amazing. I'm happy for you. It's not always the case. When I got diagnosed with anxiety, 7 years ago, sorry, it's my son. So when I got diagnosed, I was single for a while. I went through a really rough time. I ended up reconnecting with, somebody from my past. We ended up getting married. And let's just say it didn't work out. I wear a ring, but this is my mom's ring. She gave it to me for Christmas 2.5 years ago, or 2 Christmases ago, and I wear it, and so people think that I'm engaged or married, and I'm not. I'm single. I've been single for a while. But anyways, so we got divorced, but let's backtrack, because I'm going ahead of myself. I'm really tired, but I want to get this video filmed. I want to get it, up tonight. The biggest thing that lacked, at this point in time, my anxiety was under control. It wasn't as bad. Medications were helping. I just thought the Zoloft and, the Klonopin I was taking was helping. So, I thought I was done with it. I thought, stable. Well, when it comes to people with anxiety, I like to talk about things. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I'm very talkative. I like to talk about things. I like to talk about how I feel. I like to get things out there. Now, the biggest problem in our marriage was communication. If I'm upset about something, we're going to talk about it. We are going to work it out. We're going to get it on the table. We're going to fix it. We're going to do what we can. Sorry, I'm laying on the floor. It's obvious. I'm watching my son play Fortnite. Or what are you playing? Whatever. He's playing some sort of game. Anywho, so there was no communication. None. When things were on their mind, they kept it in. They wouldn't talk about things. And with someone with anxiety, I want to get things out there. I want to talk about it, because I want to get it solved. I want to get it resolved. If there's something I did, I want to fix it. Let's get it all out on the table and be done with it. Let's do it. But no, that was not the case, and so frustrating. So frustrating. Because when you have anxiety and that's fresh in your mind, it's stuck. And you're going to think about it. You're going to stress about it. You're going to worry yourself about it. You're going to think, oh my gosh, what did I do? Why can't I fix it? Why aren't they talking to me? It got to the point of domestic violence on their part. I didn't do anything. And it wasn't right. So I ended the relationship. They would not divorce me for about 3 years. After that relationship, I was like, this is, I say relationship because the marriage was not over because we were still married. So after that, so communication was the biggest thing. Communication is always key in any relationship, especially if you are in a relationship with someone with anxiety, because let me just tell you, a million thoughts going through their head every single day, like all the time. Like, it never stops. It is an ongoing process. It won't stop. So with that being said, I was single for a while. After that, getting my life together, because, when you're married, you're with somebody, it's joined, then it's not joined, and, you got to pick up the pieces of your life. Was I upset? Yes. Should it have gotten that far? No. Do they regret it? Yes. Was I severely hurt? No, I wasn't. Did I press charges? No. It wasn't. To me, I understood. In a way, I was really hurt, but I understood that some people take out their frustrations a different way. Do I think it's okay? No. Do I hold a grudge about it? No. Do I forgive them? Yes. Is it something that, would deter me from ever being their friend or talking to them again? No. Like, I am a forgiving person. I wanted to get everything out on the table. So fast forward. I don't even know how many months. I got into another relationship. Started off as friends. We were really good friends. They were interested in me for a while. I drove 2.5 hours to see me, and then I would drive 2.5 hours to see them. Love of my life. Love of my life. This person, I would say, was the most understanding of my anxiety. I was still doing well with my medications and everything that I was going through. But during this time period, I also went through some other things. And for what I was going through at that time, I don't really want to put it out there, like, right this very second, because this is all about anxiety and relationships. Like, what goes through an anxious mind when you're in a relationship. They were the most supporting. They were there for me. There's some really rough times. Never gave up on me. If anything, like, I was the person that, I had so many, negative thoughts about myself. That's my son, Mason.
Hey.
Not a sweet thing. I had so many negative thoughts about myself. Like, with my anxiety, I've never looked at myself and thought, oh, I'm pretty, this, that, and the other. And I never looked for attention. But when I was with them, like, I never felt horrible. But then it's like, there's other people in my life that would make me feel that way. But they were the most understanding. They were there for me through a lot of stuff, and, helped me raise, Mason and Carly. Mason was 1.5. He was walking and, he's still in diapers. He was a cute little thing. So for someone to help take on that role and change someone else's kids' diapers, that's a big thing. But this person was a police officer, and my anxiety when they would leave for work, I was scared. So scared something was going to happen. I was just scared. Like, it's just, I already have anxiety. And then, you know, you're in a very dangerous job, and I don't know whether you're going to come home to me or not. You know, I don't want to get that call. And I was scared. I was younger. I didn't know. You know, I thought my previous relationships were how relationships were going to go. I was just scared that, you know, they were going to leave me just like everybody else, you know, did. Or, you know, I was given so many excuses. Oh, you're too pretty. You know, I feel like you're going to cheat on me. You know, I've never cheated on anybody in my life. Huh? A snack? No, you're about to go to bed, crazy. Drink your water. Never cheat on anybody. Like, when I love hard. When I'm with someone, I am with them 110 million%. But there was also lack of communication. I guess, you know, they thought that they had to walk on pins and needles around me sometimes because of the issues I was going through, you know, health-wise at the time, and because of my anxiety. But, you know, I feel horrible about it. I do. Like, I never want anybody to feel like they have to walk on pins and needles around me, because, like, you don't. Like, I want you to come to me. I want you to talk to me. I want you to tell me how you feel, like, and be open and honest. And there's a lot of things that I could have changed and done differently. And, you know, I do have, like, my moments where you say something to me and I'm just like I get upset. Like, I do start crying. I get mad. And, you know, when I get mad, I cry. But it's mainly I get mad at myself. And it's not I'm getting mad at them, as I'm getting mad at me. And there's so many things that I would like to explain about that, but it's really hard. And putting it in a video and then possibly seeing it is, like, really, you know, and, you know, actually, I hope they do see it, because, you know, I want them to know how much they were appreciated. Basically, the relationship ended because I was still married. We got engaged, but you know, I wasn't able to get a divorce. Just so happened about a couple months after we had split up, my ex decided to divorce, you know, to sign my divorce papers. So we hit on communication. We've hit on, you know, people, you know, still communication, you know, pins and needles. Walking on pins and needles. I don't want anybody to feel like that. And if you are in a relationship or with someone with anxiety and you feel like that, just talk to them. I promise you, it will help you so much. Like, because with me, there's so many things I wish I could have changed. Also, friendships is hard too. I don't know if anybody has ever felt like, you know, people are always going to leave them. That's how I feel all the time, honestly. And relationship-wise, like, you know, after that, I had gotten into another relationship. There was a time in between those two that I was talking to somebody and I wasn't fully over my ex. And I didn't think it was fair to them at all if I would have jumped into something with them. And granted, I did have feelings, like deep feelings, and I, you know, to be honest, I still do. And, you know, that's not going to change, but life happens, things happen, you know, people make mistakes, people do things, you know, it happens, you learn from them, you know, it is what it is. So I never really had that chance with that person to have a relationship, and do I regret it? Yeah, I do. But then again, I don't, because I try not to live with regrets, because it's not good. And I just hope that person knows that I love them. And I am sorry. Like I was saying, I do hope they know that I'm sorry. And I wish I could, you know, things could be different. But life is life. And life throws you curveballs, and you gotta dodge them or catch them, throw them back, throw them bitches back. Sorry, Mason. Didn't mean to kiss Brittany. Cover your ears for this. I did get into a relationship several months later, and this was a very emotional roller coaster. This is when my anxiety came back full force. I went from taking my Klonopin once in a blue moon, maybe half of a pill, to taking it every single day when I moved in with this person, or I let them move in with me. This relationship was mentally, emotionally abusive. They claimed they knew what I was going through, but no, they didn't. They had no idea. The amount of yelling, I almost felt like I was being stalked. And it's just a bad feeling. I could put into so many words, or I could spend hours talking about it, but, to sum it up, there was just, when I was going through what I was going through, I would just hold on to my kids. I would just hug my kids. If I was panicking, going through a panic attack, anything, just telling me that it's all in my head, telling me that it's, just get over it, everything, literally, this person made me feel insane, made me feel crazy for how I felt and what I was going through. And I never want any of you to ever feel like that, or have anyone let you feel like that, because it's not right. I dealt with this for a long time, and to be honest, I'm kind of still dealing with it off and on. People that are just insensitive and selfish, they think they're selfless, but they really are selfish. They're concerned about, their feelings and how they feel when they don't put in the big perspective. I think about everybody's feelings. I give all I have to everybody, to my kids, to my family, to my friends, my patients. I give everything I have to them. But when I'm going through something, finding out about having to have that heart ablation, and it's less stress is what I'm supposed to be doing. Less stress, drink more water, quit smoking, quit caffeine. I've done good on drinking more water. I drank 3 bottles today, which is good for me because I don't drink water like I should. But it is detrimental to your health. I'm down to only drink coffee in the mornings, and then or with caffeine, and then I drink decaf at night. I'm used to drinking at least 2 cups of coffee a day, and I mean big cups of coffee. So, less stress, okay, is what I'm supposed to be doing. And going through having, a state of shock is what I've been in since Monday. It's Wednesday. I've been posting my videos daily, days that I do them. So Monday I went to the cardiologist. Less stress. I have a list of stuff that I need to be doing to take better care of myself before my operation. And so I've just been in this state of shock. I haven't really been talking to anybody. I've talked to myself basically, because this is me talking to myself, more than anything. And I get backlash, for not talking to said person, and we are just friends. And I feel like if someone really cares about you and loves you so much, they would not go off on you because you did not call them that day. I'm sorry. I work a full-time job. I'm a full-time mother. I drive to and from work an hour and 15 minutes a day. This is what I'm saying. It's emotional and mental abuse. And for the longest time, I really did feel like I was going crazy. But you have to just say you're done. with it. And if they don't stop, they don't stop. And just, you've got to be done. And it might be hard, like, this person means a lot to me. They are a really good friend. They just don't know how to be a good friend, if that makes any sense at all. Like, they're, okay, so, hold on. They're a good friend, but they're not good in a relationship. And, it's just really frustrating. But there's anxiety just takes over. And the past 2.5 years, my anxiety has been worse. And, I feel like maybe if I never did jump into that relationship when I did, maybe it wouldn't have gotten worse. Maybe it would have, because I've been diagnosed with more health problems. I'm not saying this person is the reason that my anxiety got worse, or came back full force, whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't helpful. It wasn't emotionally and mentally helpful to my health, my mental stability, and it is what it is. So right now, and I've dated someone with anxiety, and it is hard, but they also do understand. I love you more. They do understand, but it's also like you're putting two fires. You're putting, like, what is it, oil and water together, And I love this person to death. They are amazing. But yeah, you are amazing. They're super amazing. But when you have, like, that same mindset of, am I ever going to be good enough? Am I ever going to be loved, like, the way that I need to be, the way that I want to be? Like, is this person mad at me? Like, you go through a period of time where you're just like, okay, well, I'm going to give them some space. And you're so scared of losing people that you push them away. And I'm guilty of that. And I've been trying to do, but I do a lot better. But I get so into my head, and I am very busy, working full-time, being a full-time mom, and having to be a teacher or whatnot. It's been hard. And, dealing with the health issues I've dealt with, I just wish people would be more understanding. But there's only so much you can say or do or try to, show people. But my best advice I can give to you is stay true to yourself. Never let anybody make you feel any less of a person because you have anxiety. And if they do, you don't need to be with them. And and friend-wise, you don't need to be their friend either. Friends are there to support you. And my friends that I have are a great support system, and I'm forever grateful for them, and I always will be. But I did want to go ahead and, record this video, because a lot of people ask, like, how do you handle your anxiety relationship? Well, I try to. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can. And then sometimes it's just, I'm stuck in the middle, like, oh my gosh, should I freak out or should I just sit down? Like, what do I do? It's just certain situations that you just never really know. But, Mason, you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
I did have my little baby. Well, he's not a baby anymore, he's 7.
Like and subscribe.
He said like and subscribe. So like and subscribe to my channel. I'm super tired, but like and subscribe and share this video. And don't forget, if you need me, I'm here. If anybody is going through what I've gone through or been there, if you've been in an abusive relationship, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, I'm here to talk to you all the time. I've had several people reach out, and I really want people to continue to reach out. Like always, I leave my socials in the description box, so you can DM me. I'm always here. So, hope y'all have a great night and get some sleep.